Hello YouTube and welcome to Charlotte for the All-Star festivities here for the 2008 season. And first up on the bat is going to be the Showdown, where we'll have 3 stages to advance 3 different drivers to the All-Star race, plus the fan vote winner as well as one final chance to get into the All-Star race. So we'll take 4 drivers from here and advance them into the main event tonight for $1 million. Join me in the booth once again for this one is Stephen Paul III.
Hello, guys.
So taking a look at the field today, Ali Nelson will start on pole on the front row alongside Jack Halleck, who will start on pole. William Brock and Alger Baranowskis will start in row 2 with James Qualls, Brian Hart in row 3. Logan York, Rafael Leduc row 4, and William Flickinger, Ryan George in row 5. Here's the rest of the starting grid as I hand it over to Stephen for his thoughts and predictions on this one.
So it's definitely going to be interesting. We have 3 stages during this one, 20, 20, and 10. So definitely trying to get there. If you win, preserving the car. You don't want to wreck and try to make it. Seth Cole, Robert Pollard, I believe Gardner, and some of the veteran drivers like Zorline, they didn't want to have the embarrassment of missing the All-Star race going for $1 million. Last year, Henry Williams won $1 million. Daniel Day won this twice. As Marcus Ambrose, Derek Hamilton on the final row. So definitely want to get it. Trying to survive the first 20. You want to win the first 2 because the last 10 laps is going to be wild. And last year we saw Giant almost crashed, and they definitely don't want to destroy any more cars for the 600.
Drivers, start your engines!
As the command has been given, we'll let them get going and take their 1 pace lap here for this one. Worth mentioning, going to be important to, if you can't win the stage, important to at least finish on the lead lap, because the lead lap finishers are going to be those who advance to the next stage.
We gonna do an invert for the final?
We might. I mean, there's definitely that ability to.
That'd be pretty cool, I think.
Who knows? Might even be able to just do his caution lap, green flag laps only too.
Oh yeah, I think in real life didn't they do that in some kind of form?
It just would be a little bit harder because then we'd have to reset it every time. But either way,
just after the final sets. The final 10 lap shootout.
So Jack Halleck, though, trying to lead them down as they come through, turn down the back straightaway. Past All-Star race winners, mentioned Henry Williams, Daniel Day. Mary Shelley, actually the season 1 All-Star winner, will be making her 6th appearance in the All-Star race. She is the only driver to actually make every single All-Star race now. I believe.
Yep. Last year, like I said, Henry Williams was a part-time car, so somebody in low in the points trying to win again.
So, and actually he won the Showdown to get into the All-Star race as well to win it. As the green flag is out for stage 1 here in the Showdown.
Actually, that is incorrect because he won at Coca-Cola, which was the race before the All-Star race.
Oh, that's right. I remembered like someone transferring out of this that ran well. Maybe I was thinking of
Yeah, well, the 20 car, William Brock, his best career finishes 4th at the Coke 600 last year, so definitely a good track for him.
And gonna quickly maybe lose 2nd. Brian Hart took a peek at it, but not able to hold it in there through turns 3 and 4.
Whoa.
As Brock quickly gonna take the fight to the 27 for the race lead.
Yeah, we got a little bit of pack racing, it looks like, going on here. Back to 4th to see who got the line. Man, the 27 washed up.
Yes, he did. As now the battle for 2nd between the 55 and the 27. That's not going to be a spot that matters, though.
Whoa, my lord, they're getting loose, these cars. First time, did they run CLTs here? I don't think so.
Not last year, no. As Baranowskis and Leduc might have gone the wall off turn number 4. Definitely the 11.
So these drivers, first of all, they had some practice early, but there are some first laps under the lights in these CLTs at Charlotte, and they are loose, man. They're flying 183 into the corner.
And right now the top 4 are all single file. Here comes the 55 of Brian Hart as Toyota has dominated the Showdown so far.
That's for sure right here as Tim Randolph, he almost won Road America, but had that crash with Anderson, so...
Oh, Halleck might have gone the wall. I don't know. Ali Nelson was close to it as well in the 55. And here comes Tim Randolph now through turns 1 and 2.
Down there, here comes the Jack James in the ball on the track with the 16 of a rookie. Who's the
Jeffrey
rookie driver?
White in the 16.
White there. Now Nelson up the hill right there.
Well, but can Nelson hang it in tough around that outside line? Looks like she at least avoided the wall. Top three are single file, though. Here comes William Duncan in the 31.
Yep, as a 60 car trying to peek below Brock right here. 55 washing up.
Yes, he did. Battling with Onjak. There goes the 60, making a late move off turn number 2.
I believe I see Matthew Marias. Imagine Matthew Marias wins the All-Star race.
Yep, that Atlas Core number 70, black and blue on that inside line. There's
Whoa.
Kira Arenthade making a jump up to that outside line.
And just jump through. Seth Cole and the Pop-Tarts car coming up too. Here's on Jack.
As Randolph now to the race lead with help from Jack James. Now they're going to make those two going to be maybe side by side down the back straightaway. James thinks better of it.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to go through right here. The high side's working a little bit in the corner, but you lose speed on the corner exit right there.
As William Brock flirted with that wall there off turn number 4. Here comes Jack James, the 28 car. Looking for the race lead. Gonna have it off turn number 2.
Yeah, Jack really hasn't had that good of a season though, so.
No, but you know what? All it takes is one race to be able to turn it around, so.
$1 million does change a lot of things around.
As Peter Onjak up into 3rd.
Whoa.
Brock did get the wall definitely off turn number 4 that time.
It was Matt Duncan on the bottom of the track. It hasn't been a stellar season for him, but you know he's right behind his brother's cousin or something like that on the bottom line.
Adam Flickinger in the 12 might have gone the wall off turn number 4 as well, as what we're hearing. As Peter Onjak makes a move for 2nd.
Where's the heck did Peter Onjak come from? He's missed like 4 of the last 5 races.
Well, to be fair, remember, no DNQs for this, so everyone that's made an attempt had the opportunity to race this. The only one that did not take the opportunity was the 05.
Are you sure Danny Mulman didn't DNQ this race? No, I'm kidding.
I'm sure. Actually, there is the 10 there. Back, last scored in 23rd.
So it definitely looks like you can't come from the back to the front, which Marcus Ambrose moving through the field a little bit right there. He started in the final row.
Well, he is back here, though. Last scored in 28th spot.
Well, Jack Halleck and Kenner anything were up in the front at the beginning of the race. Ouch.
Yeah, but you know what? Like I said, the important part is at least stay on the lead lap from this stage.
Like, we might do the invert, so you know that's going to help too, just trying to stay on the lead lap. I don't think anybody's going to get lapped in 10 laps, but Jack James.
I doubt it.
Seth Cole the 3rd.
So right now it's Jack James, Peter Onjek, Seth Cole, Tim Randolph, William Duncan in the top 5, with Matt Duncan 6th, Austin LaPlante is 7th, Pretty Shaw, Samed Ozkan, and William Flickinger the top 10.
Yeah, people trying out that Kyle Larson line up there, and that's not really working too well.
As now William Duncan tries to battle his teammate for 3rd. Seth Cole was able to grab 2nd away.
Yep, and we got 9 to go. And remember, these cars, and the driver who transfers first is going to have 40 laps pressure on the engine, so that's definitely going to help with horsepower.
That is true. As Seth Cole now all over the back bumper of Jack James going through 1 and 2.
The 5 car trying to peek down. Austin LaPlante getting in the top 10 in the picture right there. Everybody's single filing out a little bit.
As Onjak makes the move for 2nd into turn number 3. Can he make it stick? Makes it stick enough.
Oh, so that's going to get the wall. A little bit.
He flirted with it. Stays off of it, though. Will keep the momentum going. Matt Duncan gets sent up to the outside line as the 2 RCR cars follow each other through underneath the 5.
Yeah, William Duncan says, screw you on, Jack.
Yeah, that didn't take long. Duncan going for 2nd now.
Yep, and here comes LaPlante, like I mentioned, coming into the picture. Duncan's coming. Oh, God, 31. Oh, no.
Onjak gets the wall. Trouble nearly. Pretty Shaw saved it.
That's the first time I've seen Pretty Shaw with talent all season.
As there is a big separation back here.
Yeah, that's not good. Nobody's gone 3 wide yet, so that's good.
That's true. Very good signs there. As the field starts to break up around the 18th position.
Yeah, somebody must have checked up on Paul by Marias there. Chris Wilson right there in the 77.
Duncan and Seth got the wall. 55 Brian Hart as well.
Looks like the high side when the tires start. We are not where you want to be.
A little bit of a a mark on the 55 there. They'll be able to beat that out of the caution if they can survive that long.
Yeah, they're going to have to do a lot of beating to get that out. As coming down here, it looks like who's leading? Jack James is a good position to go with Jordan.
Still Jack James leading over William Duncan and Austin LaPlante, the top three. Pretty Shaw, who was just sideways in the grass a few laps ago, going for fourth.
Since the season 4 All-Star race with Mary and Daniel Day, we had 2. I think the 90 ahead was there too, because we had 2 Robert 8 cars in the All-Star race. Chris Wilson's up to 10th. Yeah, I don't think the 88 made it last season to the All-Star race. No, they didn't.
It's been a while since the 88's actually made an All-Star race as a car number. Might have been all the way back to Amy Shelley in season 1, to be told.
Yeah, we got a little separation right there. The top 5, we got Duncan, LaPlante, what is it?
Shaw
DI.
and Ozcon in the top 5. As the battle right now is for 6 between Jeffrey White and Chris Wilson.
Ozcon hasn't wrecked yet, so.
Shaw makes the move on LaPlante, not going to be able to make that one stick.
Yeah, LaPlante somehow good horsepower on that oversized engine in the 46, doing pretty good.
As LaPlante going to try and get a run on Duncan towards turn number 1. Going to stick the nose in there.
31 goes up a little higher right there, 46 on the 28.
Ozcon passes his teammate in the 01 for 4th spot. LaPlante completes the pass for 2nd. Sets his sights now in the 28 with less than 3 laps to go. 2 to go at the stripe.
Yeah, Clean Air is definitely looking like king, like it was in real life 10 years ago. So
as Chris Wilson has cleared Jeffrey White, here comes the 31 back at the 46 with 2 laps to go as they go into turn 1.
Yeah, another very bright move right there. As here comes the 31 back. So it looks like Jack James is a good position right here.
Certainly looks like it. Ozcon up into 3rd. As 1.5 laps to go for Jack James. Can he hang on to it? Duncan gets a run through 3 and 4. Ozcon makes a peek, though, as they go down the front straightaway. White flag in stage 1.
Yeah, that's all she wrote right there.
As Ozcon's going to be able to clear Duncan.
And here he comes on the back bumper.
Can Ozcon do what would be somewhat thought of as unthinkable there, maybe? Nope.
Oh, he might still get there. He's got to get a little bit of bumper. And nope, he's not going to do it. Jack James is going to come off the corner.
Jack James gets into the All-Star race, winning stage 1 in the K&N Ford.
Yep, and so the lineup will stay the same for the 20, and then we'll figure out the last one. So it looks like your top 10 will be Ozcon, Duncan, who's 4th?
I'm just checking. So So we will take all the other cars and re-rack them for stage 2. Jack James into the All-Star race.
Yeah, so it's Ozcon, Duncan, the 46, 22, 07, 77, 01, 16, and 16 will be the top 9 in the next race.
As the field comes down for a little bit of an intermission here to they'll have about 10 minutes to go ahead and repair the cars and get them set up for the stage 2.
And Jeffrey White's like, screw it, I want to race some more.
Field making their way down the back stretch as we get ready for stage 2. Jack James now already back in the garage area as they make make any adjustments needed to their car before the All-Star race. And 35 drivers now looking at a couple spots to get into the All-Star race. Smed Ozcon will lead us down to the green flag. Pace car pulls off and leaving the field underneath the control of that U.S. Army Chevrolet. A pair of Chevys on the front row for stage 2. And we are back to racing here in this All-Star Race Showdown.
Yeah, so top 20 and right after this. So we have 2 races to win in the field right here. And the play on the bottom side. Let's see how they do right here entering this corner with 4 new tires after some laps and track on the old ones.
Well, 4 new tires, also a chance to have made some adjustments as well to their cars. As already Peter Onjack making a move for 2nd there on Austin LaPlante.
Yeah, Onjack being very competitive here in this race. With the Hendrick Brigade right by him. I see the 48, I see the 5 and the 25 in one pack.
25 definitely on that inside line as Onjack making the move for the race lead on Ozcon as they go through turns 1 and 2.
48 correction as here comes him. Onjack has 1 finish 9th and second best career finish 36. So good run for him right now.
As now it's the two DEI teammates, Pretty Shaw and Ozcon battling for second.
Yep, as they get a little bit tight, they're falling back in the pack. That's not what he wanted, the short sprint.
And nearly getting the wall off turn number 2, but turn 4, sorry, keeping out of the wall.
How about Peter Unjack? Like I said, Bristol was his only good performance. He's showing some speed today.
Looking through the back of the field, nearly was 3 wide up here. I didn't quite catch who it was.
Yeah, it can't be 3 wide. That's going to lead to Rex right there.
And speaking of, Jeffrey White up on that far outside line. Nearly gets the wall. Tim Randolph cut him off a little bit. As here comes Matthew Marias in the 70. Super sub in this race coming through.
Who? No, I'm kidding.
Trying to take second away from Pretty Shaw as Onjak's trying to check out at least a little bit.
Pretty embarrassing for the field. Marias was on his couch for the first 9 weeks and just got the call to go Coca-Cola.
Yeah, true. And now looking like he might try and transfer his way into the All-Star race.
You just think about Marias made more starts than you, Charles, this year.
Yeah, that's true. As all over the back bumper of Onjak right now.
48, 75, and 40. 48 to 75, 48 peeked into the pitcher back there.
As top 5 or so are single file. Looks like maybe even top 7 is Ozcon still fighting it on the outside line right now.
And he's going to get the, oh boy, almost.
Kept it out of the wall. Now going to be under attack from William Duncan in the 31 car.
Yep, down the inside right there is everybody's single out, like you said, pulled Brock in the second. He's still in the lead.
And now can these guys up here make a move on the race leader?
Oh, that's not Brock, that's Marias. I saw the block car. I thought he was the second. That's here comes the 70 car trying to peek to the bottom.
Peeking off turn number 4, not quite there. Now he's there, so Marias making the move for the race lead.
I mean, the 70 car did win the season 4 All-Star race with Alex Hawkins, so I mean, the car is pretty fast for these races.
Yeah, and then did nothing in the Coke 600 the week after.
Man, I think that $1 million will help pay for the SHR bill. Don't you think about it, Charles?
I have no clue what you're talking about right now.
Rumor mill swirling as Johnny Gardner to the bottom.
Pretty Shaw got the wall, though, off turn number 4, the 01 car.
Marcus Amber, that's the Duke actually bagging Robert back there as the 48 of Matthews. Here he comes.
Yep, 48 making a move towards the front. 45 of I was going to say Raphael and then combine it with his last name. Great.
Into 75.
There for 7th, I think. As Onjak now falling back towards 3rd. Marias got the lead. Gardner up to 2nd.
So
Shaw might have gotten the wall again in the 01 car.
Yeah, looks like that high side 75 and 20 might be in danger to hit the wall. If the 75 wins the All-Star race, we getting the full $1 million?
I mean, the team will.
Here comes Gardner. Gardner's made less than 20 career starts, but he wants to get that $1 million.
As Onjak trying to get second back away, not able to get to the left-hand side yet.
That's a wreck.
Pretty Shaw way up the track off turn number 4.
Whoa, Robert has destroyed the right side of the 600 car.
Nearly. As LeDuc now makes the move on Randolph. Meanwhile, Onjak makes the move on the 25 and going to try to get the race lead away from the 70 as well.
So who is in 21st right now? That's a good question, too, as we're halfway home.
That is currently Jonathan Zorline in the 88.
Whoa,
Randolph
60.
up near the wall. Nearly got it in turn 4.
That was the junior line.
That was definitely a line. It didn't
Say,
quite
like,
work for him. As Onjak going for the race lead once again.
Gardner up the hill right here. Oh, God, Gardner way up the hill.
Marias as well up the hill, not able to.
Where's Brett?
As LeDuc now going for 3rd on the 25. Kyle Matthews might be trying to follow him through.
More asphalt grip with a high side because Gardner can't keep up.
If you're talking about Brett Moma in the 96, Moma's in the All-Star race already.
No, Brett Hill and Ryan Hill.
Oh, they're in the truck race. They'll be in the race either last night or tomorrow night.
Well, it looks like the low side grip is a lot better than the high side grip, and that's showing definitely as the Pollard's battling there, the Randolph battling, Pretty Shaw's battling Matthews, and we got this battle here between LaPlante and the 25. Oh, God, 48
Kyle
way
Matthews on the track as well. Gardner nearly got the wall, nearly contact with the 46 as well as William Duncan makes the move work on the 48.
01 almost took the 46 right through
Whoa! 25 with an issue.
Yep, and don't you do it, guard. Oh, God. What?
He is definitely off the pace. 143 down the back straightaway, holding up the rest of the field as he tries to get to pit lane.
There goes my vote.
I mean, that's not rescindable. Oh, trouble!
Oh, here we go. Big wreck.
Time Pollard's in it. The 11.
Do we have green, white checkers?
We're not going to have to worry about that as they'll race it back. We'll get a restart here in this stage.
Ooh, first restart. Didn't expect that. But remember, we got to finish on the lead lap. And looks like some guys might. Oh, Zorline, he was in that position. Hamill with issues.
Well, to be fair, how much of this is also people trying to navigate where they are supposed to be because of when that caution came out?
It's a good question when the caution came out. I'm not sure when. Well, let's see if we don't have any plows. We're under caution now.
As Jack takes the caution as the race leader, I would imagine top 7 should not have any issue with plowing here.
Well, all you got to do is you don't even need to fix the car. You just have to be ready for that final 10-lap shootout.
Mm-hmm. I mean, true, who decides to maybe take a gamble here at least a little bit? If you're up front, you're not pitting. Obviously.
Yeah, you want to be 21st. That's all that really matters if you can't win the stage.
Well, and maybe some people back here might try something.
James Qualls is 21st right now.
No, that's Seth Cole.
Oh, well, Qualls is ahead of him. Zorla. Oh, there's some cars still
damage
out
to
here.
the 37 as Kira Arenthade will bring her car to pit lane.
Yeah, we're not voting for Kenny, and Time Pollard's got damage. But
Time
as long
Pollard
as he
with
stays here,
damage to the rear of his car. Same for Alger Baranowskis.
Not surprised.
And a camshaft gone wrong on Johnny Gardner's car will end his all-star race.
Yeah, Gardner's career is pretty bad in this series.
We'll have to wait and see if what the officials have decided to do with the fan vote. They didn't really specify on that one, but it was mentioned that you did have to be on the lead lap to transfer to the next stage. So Gardner's night is over.
Easily decided you must finish on the lead lap because Kerry Earnhardt they see 37 doing what I said, but Kerry Earnhardt finished the lap down the fan vote went to Kyle Petty, that was incredible.
Mm-hmm. So with that, let's take a look back at what happened to bring out the caution here in stage 2 and then bring you back for the restart. Taking a look back at what happened here to Time Pollard as he was the first car I saw spin around. We know that Gardner had an issue with under the hood of his car. He's trying to pit. They're 3 wide underneath him. Baranowskis makes
22.
Baranowskis and the 22 make contact, and then the 12 and the 83 also.
The 11 revenges the 11 right there. 37 plows somebody. I mean, he's got no damage in that shot. We've seen him.
I mean, 37 already had their damage, actually.
No, they didn't. They must have hit somebody. Hit somebody up here, right there.
Well, no, because so the 12's going to come up the track into the 37.
Yeah, they got some damage there, but no hood damage. Amazingly dropped and
well,
right there.
There's your hood damage right there.
Nope, though it's still pretty intact. And right here, there's hood damage.
Just nowhere really for Arenthade to go. Truthfully.
Whoa, Jackie Tang! Wow, right through the grass. 44.
Well, there's a lot of people through the grass.
Yeah,
and makes sense why NRSL officials were having to worry about who was where.
Whoa, I'm gonna have to watch this right here. Whoa, nice job by Adam McDowell. The only good thing he's done this year. Jack Halleck right there, 0-0, a little slow through the grass. Nobody wrecking like last year's.
No one wrecked there, so that's all good. So with that, let's take you back to the restart here for stage 2. Getting ready to go back to the restart here will be a 2-lap shootout. From Charlotte for stage 2. Peter Onjek is the race leader over Rafael Leduc, Matthew Moraes, Austin LaPlante, Pretty Shaw, and William Duncan, the top 6. Tim Randolph, Samet Oskan, Logan York, Kyle Matthews there in that top 10 should something go wrong up here in front of them.
Yeah, so let's see what happens. My pick's the 07, but anything can happen like we see with the 25. His green flag is back out.
Green flag back out now. 07 with a decent restart there, but I think Leduc might have gotten a better one.
Yeah, Peter Onjak's not used to being in the front of the field.
Well, he's able to hold station so far, though, through 1 and 2. I think if he can make it to 3 and 4, that's going to be the really key part here.
I don't think Tom Shelley ever made an all-star race, so the 45 trying to get into there, and here comes the 45. Oh, God, Marias.
Marias also taking a peek at the 45.
To the white, here we go, 45 peeking.
45 was making a peek off turn number 4. Side by side as they cross the line for the white flag.
I didn't expect the 45 to get that good of momentum. Oh, 7 car, what are you doing, mate?
Here comes LaPlante making the move for third.
07's going to stay on that quarter panel right there, trying to side draft in 2008.
Side by side down the back straightaway. It looks like LeDuc's going to have him clear as they go into turn 3, though.
Yep, the 07.
07 up the wall, up near the wall. It's going to be Rafael LeDuc who comes off turn number 4 and races his way into the All-Star race.
Rigged.
Austin LaPlante finishes in second, meaning he'll go back to 20th.
So
as a
21st
little making strategy by Onjak to actually end up making sure he would start on the inside line for the final stage.
Well, how bad that corner was, yes. Well, who's the pole sitter? That's my real $1,000 question.
Kenny Moma in the 10.
What?
As the field comes down to get some service here underneath the brake. The other drivers will join them as well. We'll bring you back for stage 3. And we are ready to rock and roll here for stage number 3, as this one will be 10 green flag laps. No cautions for this one. Although granted, we only had the one caution anyway, and that was for a mechanical failure that brought out a wreck.
We don't got to worry about guards, right? We shouldn't have one.
So with that, Kenny Moma was 21st in the last stage and therefore got to start this one on the pole on the top 20 invert as the pace car is off. And we are set to go, and we are green for 10 final laps here at Charlotte for stage 3.
Yeah, we're not at the Roval here. Seth Cole beat the 10. That's going to be black flag right there.
That's going to be an interesting start to see, as Seth does get the spot back, though. So that's going to clear himself a little bit there.
On the initial start, you can't beat the leader. But, well, that's a post-race discussion. 26 to the bottom side here. Looks like they're getting a little more racy, which we expect. Nothing like last year's laps, but definitely getting racy.
That is true, as MoMA nearly got the wall. Here comes James Qualls in the 26, looking for their first technical top 10 of the season.
Yeah, well, it wouldn't be the first time the 5 Cup is coming out of a win in the Coke Vanilla Cup Series.
As Jackie Tang as well.
Whoa, God.
Jackie Tang trying to battle the 10 as well. Looks like the field's still clean so far.
If anybody could use an all-star win, it'd be down.
Oh, 75 got the wall. That shouldn't be too much of a shock.
Yeah, if anybody could use an all-star win, it's Jackie Tang. That team needs a shot in the arm.
Kenny Moma up the track again as Jackie Tang has gone to the race's lead.
And here comes Adam flicking out of the 12 and the 22. Out of nowhere, here they come. RKO.
As Kyle Matthews trying to follow through as well. Couldn't quite make the move on the 22.
I don't even know how we're still straight. They're definitely driving aggressive.
Kenny Moma in the wall off turn 4.
That's not very shock right there.
And here comes a pair of drivers who are strong in stage 2. Matthew Marias, Peter Onjak in the 07 and the 70.
Oh, God, the 10 drifted into that corner.
As Moma, you can see the struggle on their car. Could not quite make the adjustments they needed underneath the brake.
Yeah, they were skidding. Oh, God, still skidding.
As Tim Randolph in the wall in the 60.
Whoa, big damage to the 60. That's going to kill their chances. Here comes the 16 out of nowhere. Rob Evans out of nowhere.
Time Pollard was in the grass coming down the front straightaway.
Dale Earnhardt is apparently back from the dead and running in the 83 cars. Here comes the 48 car.
Kyle Matthews driving a car that has never won a race in the Coke Vanilla Cup Series, non-points or otherwise. Currently sits in 4th.
What, are we trying to get another running gag in this series going?
As Chris Wilson might have gone the wall off turn number 4. Here comes Marias to the inside.
I think Marias and the 07 are the favorites. They have driven from 20 to 20th. That's very impressive with an invert drive all the way up here. It's also 10 laps.
Well, remember, the 07 got the bright side of being able to start in 19th because he finished 3rd.
Yeah, 20 started 70th. Well, not really 70th. Sorry.
There is not 70 cars, so there's no way they could have started 70th.
Well, damn it. It's not the 1970 Southern 500 here. As here comes
Kyle Matthews making the move for 2nd on Adam Flickinger.
Well, Jackie Tang won the pole at Coca-Cola and he crashed, so hopefully he doesn't do that when he makes the All-Star race.
Well, he wouldn't be starting on pole. He'd be starting next to last in the All-Star race if he does hang on to this.
That's very true. As the 48 car, I think Kyle Matthews is going to get him, I think.
Adam Flickinger nearly got the wall. I think 55 might have. There are 3 laps to go here at Charlotte.
48. I don't know if he's going to get there right there. Everybody's, oh God, 12 car way up
12
there.
nearly got the wall. It's James Qualls and Matthew Morais that clear for 3rd and 4th, respectively, down the back straightaway. But right now, all sights set on the 48 and the 50 as they try to go mano a mano for the showdown win and the final transfer spot into the main event.
Bad corner for the Ford 50. He struggled off 3 right there. Here goes Qualls. That's going to be all she wrote right there if he gets on the blow. Oh, God.
Making the move, stick on the 48, an aggressive move for Qualls. Puts him into 2nd with less than 2 laps to go in the showdown.
Oh, man, if the 70 had 2 more laps, he could be up there because the 26 is all over that bumper.
Marias can't quite make the move, stick on the 48. That'll give Matthews a run. Here comes Qualls as they'll see the white flag. 1 lap to go for Jackie Tang.
Qualls
Can he hang on to it?
I don't know. I don't know. That 26 car is strong. Let's see if he makes a move in 3.
Can't make the move off through 1 and 2. Down the back straightaway.
26 is going to have to dive bomb.
I don't think he's going to get there.
He's going to get there. 50's been struggling in 3, so can he get it? Nope, he can't. He's got a good corner by the 50 finally.
And Jackie Tang is going to claim the final transfer spot. He wins the showdown here in 2008.
Yep, as he goes to the All-Star race, as 26 will miss it. Well, he finally gets the top 10 this season.
Depends on the fan vote, which we will not reveal yet. So Jackie Tang gets the only spot that matters out of this one. He advances into the All-Star race, will make his first All-Star race appearance. Forgot to mention on...
Aaron thing, what a recovery.
Yeah, from dead last to 14th there. Just trying to remember what I was going to say about the Stage 2 winner.
Was Ozcon is 28, it's not a surprise.
Either way, I don't remember what I was going to say. So top 10 doesn't matter. For the fan vote, you will see the results of that right after this. And we'll bring you back for the All-Star race. So one more event tonight before we round it out, which is why I will not send it over to Steven for thoughts and prediction, or for his final thoughts on this one. Unless, I don't know, do you really want to? We still have one more race to do, so we're not gonna.
The only thing we gotta see is the 83. Only thing we gotta see is the 83 through the grass, and then we'll final predictions after that.
I'm kind of curious what led to that. I am.
Oh my God. Him and Robert. Eastbound down.
I'm just trying to see. Nelson gets the wall in front of him, and they both just take to the grass.
Eastbound down, blowing up and trucking.
And technically past the 40 and all that.
It's the pass in the grass. That actually was a pass in the grass.
I mean, he's definitely behind the 40 right there.
Well, the 40, in all fairness, lost 20 miles per hour. And, you know, we just said screw the pavement.
Because he definitely passes the 40, so... 75 also with a somewhat of a pass in the grass, although they lost all their momentum as well, so...
Yeah.
That's it, though, for the showdown. So, like I said, we'll be right back, though, for the All-Star race, and you will see the fan vote winner right after this. Welcome back after that short break there, and we're back for the All-Star race. This is a little bit bad timing because actually I didn't even realize what we're doing for the intro. Whoops. So, still here in the booth, obviously, after the exciting showdown that we had, is Stephen Paulo III.
Oh, guys.
And
back.
he will actually go through the list of your all-star race lineup.
Alrighty, starting on the pole is not me. It's the 7 car of Henry Sanford. In his 4th All-Star appearance, he won for the first time in 3 years at Thornton. Give it up for the driver of the 7 Menards, Robbie Gordon. Is it Dodge or Dodge this year? Starting second, the driver of the 84 with wins at South Boston, Talladega, and 3 unit this season. One of the 2 Red Bull cars in the field, the 84 silver one for this weekend, Stephen Paul III, not the fan favorite. Starting third is Sky Commons with a win last year.
Nope. If you're winning third.
Oh, sorry. The way the camera works, I apologize. It's all messed up. Starting third in the Realtree Chevy for RCR, Cole Deaver, the winner at Pigs Creek in the Bud 8 car last year. This is Cole's first All-Star appearance, and he'll be trying to win it in the 4th RCR car. Starting 4th now is Sky Commons in the 38, the 2nd Robert Yates car in the race as we see his teammate transfer in. Sky won the Ohio Lottery 200, I believe, at Cleveland last year. Give it up for the driver of, like I said, the 38 Robert Yates car. So starting 5th is the 78. Amy Shelley has won 4 races, I believe, to this point. She won at Atlanta and Martinsville last weekend. The driver of the Denver Mattresses Furniture Row car, the 2nd Furniture Row car in the field. Give it up for, I believe, closing it on Charles Jackson for the most all-times win, Amy Shelley, who won the All-Star race too, right?
She has not won an All-Star race, actually. So, yes. Just in on the 4 wins.
She won at Richmond and Iowa too last year. Defending champion Mark George, who won last season at Texas. He's driving the 66 for Haas CNC. The 70 last season won with Alex Hawkins, but the 66 is trying to get the first one. We'll give it up for Mark George, as last year's champion. Like I said, the state water here, Carabiners or whatever the heck is on the hood of it.
And making what All-Star race appearance?
This is his first All-Star race appearance.
I don't know if you said it on Shelley either. I don't know.
Shelley's her 5th appearance in the All-Star race. Starting in 7th is the 18 combos of Henry Williams, who won last year at Coca-Cola, and most importantly, he won $1 million in DNQ the next week. But that's not the most important thing. Henry Williams is driving the combos car for Joe Gibbs Racing. This is their first All-Star appearance. I believe this is his 2nd, but the first for the 18 says Troy King won, or somebody won in the 18 car a few seasons ago. Give it up for the driver of the 18 Toyota, Henry Williams. Starting in 8th, the most surprising entrant in the All-Star race, definitely for sure, is Brett Momo with a win at Sonoma, and he hasn't done anything since. So give it up. Hall of Fame Racing. I'm not sure if Jim Casella made it in season 4, but the 96 team trying to get a win here to help their program out with $1 million because they're struggling for sure. So give it up for Brett Moma and the Joe Gibbs Racing funded 96 car.
Making his first All-Star race appearance. I'm pretty sure Casella's win was after the All-Star race, by the way.
And here's a very surprised one. This is Jean's, actually, where's Jean on the list? Jean this is only her 2nd All-Star appearance, believe it or not. Her first one was season 2 after a win at Indy. She won at Irwindale in the biggest upset of the season after her brother kind of crashed in the pit road at Irwindale. So give it up for Jean Sanford in the 47 Michael Waltrip Racing Little Debbie Toyota, trying to get that up to the front. Somebody who was not even supposed to be in this race, but he won at Bristol last season, and I believe Will Lewis is not even on the sheet.
He's not going to be on the list. He's taking over for Will Hoyt. So this is cars in because of Will Hoyt's accomplishments. So
yeah, so Will Hoyt last season, and he's on the sheet. Obviously, he won the Coke 600 and the Daytona 500. This is going to be Will Lewis's 2nd All-Star appearance. So good luck to the 99 car trying to get that win for Tristan.
I should have updated that part. Whoops. I don't know. That could be wrong. Yeah. Who knows?
I apologize. It's a little thrown together. I should have got the notes better. But starting in the 9th position.
11th, I think.
11th position in the Taco Bell 34. Sam Young won last season. I believe it was Barber in that Snooze Fest race. Yeah, that was a Snooze Fest 500. But Sam Young with sponsorship this weekend, the Furniture Row car, the Vote Kenny car did not work, I guess. And so they're going to try to, Furniture Row's this is actually their 2nd appearance. They crashed both cars in season 4. So good luck to Sam Young in the 34 Ford to see what he can do tonight. Jesse Turner, who won, I'm sorry, Jesse, the biggest fluke of the season so far at Auto Club. He is driving the 41 Energizer Charger. This is his first appearance. The 41 won with Cosmic Nova, but that was toward the end of the season, and the 41 did not make the All-Star race last year. So good luck to the second Ganassi car that will be in the All-Star race tonight in the Dodge Challenger, because they need a shot in the arm for sure. 13th is Bill Braddock Jr., who won at Las Vegas after Dylan Young's momentally choke at Vegas last season. Braddock is sponsored by DeWalt. He's trying to fill the
Yes, the lithium-ion car as well is what they're running.
Yes, trying to fill the shoes of Brendan Patterson, which is definitely a tall accomplishment. This is Braddock's second appearance. No, actually his first, I believe.
It's going to be on there.
Yeah, his second appearance in the car, so good luck to Braddock, who had a really good run last weekend after having a dismal start to the season. Driver of the 21, the winner at Bristol, and I believe, winner at Bristol. This is going to be a third All-Star appearance. The 21 Wood Brothers Motorcraft Ford of Jessica Shelton. Give up for the driver of the 21 car. I don't think the 21 made the All-Star race last year. I could be wrong, but good luck to Jess anyways.
She might have gone in through the fan vote if I were. I don't. She's been in here twice for wins, and she got into this race once via the fan vote.
I think Steph's won every year, but
no. Like I said, Shelton did. Shelton's won it. Sky Commons won a fan vote at one point too. So
that's not surprising. So starting in the 15th spot.
Yes.
Right, 15th is the 87 Max, the Road America winner, Max Anderson, the second Denver Matches Furniture Road car. Two cars pulling strong for this field right now. Max is definitely had a solid season. He's up there in the points. One D&Q to his name, and he won that race too. So give it up for Max Anderson. Definitely a rising star in the Coke Vanilla Cup Series.
Oh, whoops.
The living legend himself, Zachary Fitzwater in the 29. He won a twin rig last year, and his win was most famously because he D&Q'd. It's been a struggle for Fitzwater in the 29 Shell Pennzoil car. Fitzwater, it is his third All-Star appearance. He did win in season 3, but we don't have to mention about what happened to the rest of that. So good luck to Fitzwater, who's probably going to be in here for the full season. So definitely a shot in the arm. The 29 team won the Owners' Championship 2 seasons ago, trying to keep that momentum up. How about the driver with the most All-Star appearance? Every single one. 6 All-Star appearances. The Season 1 winner, the Season 3 champ. It's been a dismal season last year. She lost her ride with Yates after so many years to Sky Commons. The John Carter, Fuber.com, and let me tell you, Mary has done a hell of a rebound from 11 D&Qs. She is the points leader at the moment. Is having a great season. No D&Qs like I mentioned, and she's just hauling ass this year. So great recovery for Mary, and I wish her best in the most underfunded car in the field. So good luck to Mary. Zach Rogers in the 19, who just got in a few weeks ago with his win at Coca-Cola, yes. Zach
he's not going to be on here. Oh, crap. I'm sorry.
So I believe this is his first. I don't think he transferred in last year. The Stanley Tools Dodge, they didn't make it last year with Fitzwater either. They missed it because his win was after. So good luck to Zach Rogers. Very good win there. He had a good solid run around the season. So we'll see what that Gillette Everingham 19 can do. Chris Louvier, who definitely needs a shot in the arm. He has had a miserable season. He won last season. He won the Brickyard 400 last year, driving another Richard Petty Motorsports. They haven't merged yet till next year. The Garmin, I believe, Garmin 43 Super 8 car. Louvier is making his. Sorry, my screen went black. Louvier. Okay, now my screen just messed up. Okay, so Louvier is making his 4th All-Star appearance. He's won a lot in the seasons, but he choked massively last season, but $1 million can make up for a choke.
Next year, I think what's going to happen is he takes a picture of it and then sends it to me to go through this.
Or I just make better notes for everybody. The next driver on the list is one of the most accomplished drivers of last season. The 4-time, not 5-time like Booker T, a 4-time winner last season, Steve Paul in the Red Bull 82. Steve did not win in season 4. He didn't make the All-Star race. This is Steve's. He's not on the list either.
How is he not on there? Oh, my God.
Oh, he's right there. Hold on. I didn't see him.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, right below Louvier.
This is his 3rd appearance. He made one in season 1, and now he's back in here. Steve has had a dismal season himself, but with the switch of the better racing at the tracks, he's definitely going to benefit him. So good luck to the second Red Bull entry today. Probably somebody I did not predict that the middle part of last year to be in his first All-Star appearance this year is the 78. Wow, that's his number last year. The 2 middle-late Dodge car, winning the 2 cars first. No. Rowe did that. I mean, the second race for the 2-car at Canadian Tire this year. He also won an 8-bowl last year in the 78
Well, second
car.
points race. Remember,
Yeah.
this is actually an all-star race winning team with Daniel Day 2 times in a row.
2 times in a row. They just couldn't win a points race till last year. So good luck to the Dodge team. They've definitely had a decent season. And if anything goes in the all-star race, Jess might have a little turning the 2-car during this race if anybody watches the truck broadcast. Dylan Young, very surprised. He snapped about 100 race losing streak. This is Dylan's 3rd all-star appearance. If you could believe it, Dylan's been around since, I believe, season 1 or season 2. The DuPont car, ironically not Pepsi. No, I'm kidding. Dylan won at Riverside last year to snap that losing streak. Dylan's having a little bit of slump the last few weeks with D&Q. So good luck to the only Hendrick car, I believe, in the field. Am I right?
It's definitely the only one that raced their way in.
Yeah, the only Hendrick car in the field, which is a big shocker for all of us. The next one is somebody who, if anybody watches the broadcast, knows I crapped on this guy so much, but he's definitely doing a career turnaround. Alexander Rowe won at Muskeg in that crash-filled race. He made the switch after Vince Almarego, who won 2 races in the car, but he's not running this year in the 15 car. Good luck to Alexander Rowe in the only DEI car in the field is Pretty Sean Spadola's car, did not transfer in, so good luck to Alexander Rowe in that Chevy. JT Bryan, the Daytona 500 winner. I mean, it's been a really bad struggle. I think they've been giving Allie Nelson's car since the 500, but JT Bryan hasn't had a top 10 since, and he's really been going to the toilet. But you know what? Like I said, $1 million cures a lot of things. So good luck to JT in the second Ganassi car in the field. And as we all know, Allie was never going to make the All-Star race.
Now the final driver who actually gets in via a win and didn't have to get in through the showdown.
So Keidemann and MoMA definitely the biggest upset winners of the year. The 13 Geico car, and I can confirm this is his first start and probably the only time he'll be running for the Germain team, because, you know, Swanson and Seth will be in future years. But good job by Keidemann. He's been making more races. He's only 30 points out of the top 30. Definitely if the 13 makes
actually
46. It's definitely going to be a good shock if he can make the chase, because that's a brand new team coming in and they'll be in future stables. So starting next alongside the 3 guys who transient, Raphael Leduc, who another guy I kind of crapped in the booth a little bit, but Leduc is definitely running good. The 45 is, I don't know how many Tom Shelley has made the total, but I don't think he made one. Tom never won in the 45 car in about 90 career starts. His best finish was 3rd. So good luck to the 45 team, the second Petty Enterprises car race, and he won the first segment of it, so good luck to him. Starting behind him is the 50 car of Jackie Tang. Jackie Tang won 2, and Tang got a pole at Coca-Cola. He crashed, and if you watch the broadcasts, if you actually do, Jackie Tang was 8th in points after Atlanta, and ever since he's missed about everything in the sun. So good luck to Jackie tonight. $1 million can help them maybe their qualifying performance a little bit, and they want to get that winner's row because they can't qualify for crap. And starting on the final row, who won the 10-lap shootout, is Jack James. The Daytona 500
okay,
pole
so
sitter.
remember, it's Tang that won the actual thing. James won.
Oh, yeah, he won the 2. I apologize. Jack James has not had a top 10 yet this season. His best career finish in the series is 5th. Leduc and Tang also have one. Tang's best career finish is 8th.
I feel like that's in the wrong order now that I look at, but oh well.
Yeah, but Jack James definitely trying to get the good help. The second Yates car in the field. They've run a different paint scheme, except we chose this paint scheme. That's why they're running the same one. So good luck to Jack James tonight. Definitely going to be looking to get that money because Yates Racing is struggling with sponsorship, as you've seen the sponsor Yates car.
And in via the fan vote, making what I believe will be his 3rd All-Star Race appearance, driver of the number 5 Pop-Tarts Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports is Seth Cole.
Yep, Seth has not won since season 3 at Michigan, the longest winner-loser streak. So Seth's trying to get $1 million himself, and I'm not surprised.
That is right. Then that would be his 3rd All-Star Race appearance, because I don't know how many of these he's actually transferred into.
Yep, so Seth ran the 25 last year, and this year he's in the 5 car. The only 200 cars out of 5 in the race this year. Really struggling.
I think it's only 2, yeah.
And I apologize for the long. I should have wrote down the notes. That's on my. I take the fall for it in the comment section.
So with that, we'll take the break here, get you onto the pace lap, and we'll bring you back when they're in turn number 4 for the for segment 1 of the All-Star Race, and explain how this one's going to go. Field coming through turn number 3 and 4 here at Lozmore Speedway. The 2nd straight year that the All-Star Race has been held at the Lozmore Speedway. This year we'll have 4 stages in the All-Star race, going 35, 15, 15, and 10 for a grand total of 75 laps as the pace car is off, leaving the field under control of Henry Sanford, the Robbie Gordon Motorsports Dodge. And we are green.
Yeah, Robbie Gordon Motorsports going for their second straight All-Star win.
Yeah, last year, Henry Williams in the 77, the All-Star race winner. Only 2 All-Star race winners in the field, being Mary Shelley and Henry Williams.
Side note, the winner does get a reserved and a spot in the winner's row, which is very valuable for some of the guys low in the points, like Cole Deaver.
Well, they get an opportunity to be on it.
Yeah.
Stephen Paul III right now falling back a little bit. Is going to lose a spot there to Gene Sanford. Here comes Cole Deaver, though, for the race lead.
And here comes Jaws, Amy Shelley herself.
Yeah, true. Almost like Miss Speedway there, as Henry Williams showing what he can do on the Lowesmore Speedway here.
I'm liking this rivalry right here. We've seen Henry Williams upset Mary in one of the duels last weekend, so Amy.
A lot of drivers up near the wall there through turns 3 and 4.
So it looks like the 1878 are going to have some good battles in future races.
It looks like it, as Amy Shelley actually ends up leading lap 2 there.
Ooh, Cole Deaver up the hill.
Yep, 32 up the track a little bit. Here comes Sam Young into 3rd. Bill Brack Jr. following through.
I know Henry won. I know Mary Shelley wrecked in this race last year, so we might have one wreck. Deaver
trying to work that outside line off turn number 4. Gonna clear the 17 down the front straightaway.
And you gotta remember, this is the first time we're running COT cars at Charlotte, so it's definitely making it interesting.
True.
Oh, 87 rip eyeing it up there.
Yeah. 87 up on top of the 15. Gene Sanford clears Alexander Rose. They go down to turn number 3 now.
Yeah, a lot of nice paint schemes for the night race.
That is a good thing about the night race, isn't it? As Sanford nearly got the wall, was battling with Mary Shelley there in the 08. Deaver now takes the fight back to Sam Young for 3rd.
And all these guys getting good experience for the, oh God, Henry Sanford.
Nearly got the wall, no big deal.
So these guys are definitely going to, for the dual race and the London lap race next week, and definitely getting good track time is going to have an advantage over the other 42 guys, I believe it is.
Well, there's 29 drivers in this.
So 43.
As Rowe now tries to take the fight to Henry Sanford. It's Mary Shelley inside of Bill Braddock Jr.
And the 78 leads race over.
Not quite. We'll see what happens. Mary Shelley trying to now take the fight to the 34.
Well, he took the fight, put Sam up the hill.
I mean, worth mentioning, when Mary Shelley won this race, granted it was back at Irwindale, but she won it by getting in through the Showdown. She was the 2nd transfer spot out of that one. Finished 2nd in the Showdown, and just managed to work her way all the way up to the front of the field and win the race. That's what got her into every All-Star race after that.
I know I can mention, as we have noticed, a lot of guys are not on default here, so everybody kind of single filing here because everybody's got more experience and not everybody's going crazy with moves here.
As Cole Deaver now trying to make the move for 2nd on Henry Williams, will clear him off to number 2. Here comes Braddock following through as well.
Yep, we got a little pack right there on the bottom side of the track, but the 78's pulling away, so.
So far, yeah, but let's see what Cole Deaver can do now that he's cleared this pack a little bit.
Did I mention we have an invert? No.
Battle right now for 4th. Here comes Chris Louvier now taking the fight to the 18.
Now, like I said, Super Speedway and Road Course are going to show, but I think the 43 with this new help they have with the engine shop is definitely going to be helping them make races. They might even get to the chase to win a race because Louvier is definitely a seasoned veteran.
We'll have to wait and see what happens there, as we might actually, I will say this, we might have our first pit stops of the night in this segment.
No pit road speed limit. No,
that one is definitely in effect.
Kyderman up to 10th. I can't believe. Oh, well, Kyderman won a mile and a half, so I'm not surprised. Henry Williams, man.
Way up the track for the 18, as here comes Kyderman, as mentioned. Keiderman starting out towards the back in this one has now worked his way up into the top 10.
Yep. Henry, I believe Henry's 1 mile and a half before, so not really surprised to see him up here.
Huh?
Did Henry win a mile and a half? Hold on. No, he has not won a mile and a half. Sorry.
Well, I don't know. One win to get him into this race was Thornton.
Well, I don't know what you would count Rockingham, but that was like 6 years ago.
Rockingham is technically a speedway. Meanwhile, Cole Deaver has reeled in the gap on the 78 now.
I'm a little surprised, you know, on the 33 transfer right here. Cole's a rookie driver, and Amy's a 6-year veteran, so.
Deaver is not a rookie.
Second-year rookie, I mean. So, second-year driver. Wow.
Second-year rookie!
that was so bad.
That one will go over well, I believe. As Alexander Rowe now goes for 4th. Here comes Braddock making a peek.
I'm going to California to cut that footage out.
As Mary Shelley takes a spot away from Chris Louvier, the Season 3 champion, showing some muscle here in the All-Star race, now up to 5th.
Where's the 05? Oh, wait.
05 did not make the trip out this week. They will be making the attempt for the 600, though. As Rowe now goes for 3rd.
Junior in up there.
Yeah. Mark George just passed this 47 at Gene Sanford. That is for the 10th spot on the racetrack.
Unlike the unlike the Open, everybody's kind of single file here.
Yeah, definitely. Louvier scared me a little bit with that wall there. Alexander Rowe now making.
How about Keiderman, man?
13, Ethan Keiderman up to 9th, making the move for 8th now through turns 1 and 2.
Well, it just looks like when they hit the brakes on corner rack, like I said, they're trying to figure out this track for the first time. See, they hit the brakes, they get so loose, and they just wash up the track. We need some traction compound.
Well, let's see how some of our drivers who raced their way into this are doing.
Well, they're not doing so
Jack
hot.
James not doing so hot. Tang is right there. And Seth Cole, who got into the fan vote, currently in 19th.
Yeah, not really surprised like Seth doesn't have a mile and a half win, so never mind.
Some drivers are falling back, though. Looks like Gene Sanford, although Sanford just got to the inside line now. He's trying to take the spot back away from Mark George.
Yeah, Pollard hasn't the 3rd one. He hasn't won at a mile and a half either himself, so.
And Henry Williams now trying to overtake the 13 of Keiderman.
Yep, as he comes down the inside here, as Mary Shelley is very leading. Yeah, Mary is leading.
Mary is still leading. Although no, she is not. Mary Shelley now is taking the lead away from Amy.
Oh, Henry's up the hill.
No, that's Amy Shelley. It's on the outside of Henry Sanford now. Battle for 2nd between the 78 and the 7.
Something we're gonna watch. Mentioned Amy. We might have missed it. She's 1 win away from Charles Jackson. Pollard is 2, and I think
thought I saw
3.
something on the apron. And I'm not quite sure what I thought I saw, but apparently I was just seeing things.
Yeah, Henry Sanford up. He hasn't really had a good season himself either, so good to see him up here.
Well, he's just been kind of quiet all season, which is kind of funny to say out of a car that won the owner's title last year.
Well, besides 2 top 5s, his best finish at 19th this year. So been a little struggle.
Well, but what I'm meaning by quiet is he's still hanging around that chase bubble.
Yeah, and when you say the 7 wins the owner's title, it's very confusing since Mark George won the title.
Well, George won the drivers, and then while driving the 42, and then the 7 won the owner's title. As Amy Shelley now got back to that inside line, takes 2nd back away from the 7, and it's now a Shelley 1-2 here in the All-Star race.
God, you people complain about the followers. God, we don't run 1-2 every week.
Well, this is actually the first time since we've done the switch over these two have run 1-2. And to be fair, it is only a 29-car race.
Well, I mean, I don't mean to put but I'm not very surprised. They've been in the series for 6 years, and they're top 10, top 5 races.
That is part of the reason why I'm in favor of possibly doing like a last 5 seasons for this system.
Yeah,
that might be something we do.
Yeah, well, everybody's single file now. I guess everybody went 2019 group.
Right now, right now, here's what the battle is. As Seth Cole now makes the move. That was for 16th, I believe. So Seth Cole from 29th, currently up to 16th.
Well, Keiderman might be the guy in the apron because he dropped like a rock.
Sanford just got the wall, 47.
Yes, Steve hauling up. Now, a lot of guys not moving up. You know, it's hard to pass. That's good about this track.
Zach Rogers now trying to make that move, not able to make it stick. Well, also it depends on who you get stuck behind. As Rowe tried to make the move on the 78, couldn't quite make it stick.
Rowe tried, he got loose, man.
And that might open the door for the 7 of Henry Sanford down the front straightaway.
You have everybody in a packed line here, the junior high line here.
JT Bryant now makes the move on Stephen Paul III. That is for 10th.
Yep. I don't think Steven made the Season 1 All-Star race, so he hasn't been in too many.
Well, like I said, you have the picture there that say what appearance number this is.
Yeah, we didn't win until post-spring, so we definitely did not have a win before the first All-Star race.
As now I think I'm seeing why we had the Showdown setup that we did.
Why?
Because remember, I would have tested with the 4090 and then had this rating set actually done for us. Henry Williams makes the move on Braddock. That is for 6th. Anderson's going to follow through as well.
Well, you got to look at the drivers in the field. We have Amy and Mary in here. We got Henry. Well, Cole Deeper and Alexander Rowe being the 2 exceptions right now.
Braddock trying to fight on that outside line, not able to make it stick yet. Loses a spot now to Sam Young. Here comes JT Bryan as well. Humongous gap back to 12th.
I want to know, when did Charlotte become a plate track?
Seth Cole now makes the move. That was for 13th on Isaac Flickinger. Jessica Shelton's going to try and follow through as well.
Did somebody hit the wall or hit the apron or something? Everybody.
I don't know.
Huge gap.
That is a very large gap.
That is a very big gap right here. My Lord, Keidemann went up the hill right there.
Amy Shelley just got kicked up off the bottom from 2nd.
So is the I mean, they're freight train, everybody. I feel like I'm watching a plate race.
And Henry Sanford makes the move on Alexander Rowe. That is for 2nd now.
Furniture Row gang. Oh, nope. Max Anderson left his teammate.
And Sanford will clear off turn 4. Rowe going to try and get back in front of the 33 of Deaver.
Yeah, Cole Deaver to the bottom. And Cole's best finish this year has been 19th. It's been a struggle for him.
Mark George has joined this pack, by the way. He's now up into the top 10 as he passes Pollard.
Where's Cole? Yeah, Cole's best finish was 16th at Martinsville, excuse me.
Well, he just passed Amy Shelley for the 4th spot.
And that's like passing Jesus right now.
As Anderson now makes the move on Henry Williams.
Yeah, the 18 has only won with Troy King in the series. Am I correct with that? I don't think Pichu London won in the car.
Pichu London didn't. Baskinger didn't.
I
believe they won in season 1. As we're going to have pit stops here on lap 27. As caution is out. They wrecked coming. Oh, big wreck.
Okay. What?
They wrecked trying to come to pit lane. And Alexander Rowe just got the lead out of that.
Well, that's not going to help him because they're all still going to be on the lead lap.
These drivers might not.
Yeah, that was a cluster F.
As Gene Sanford with a lot of damage to the 47. God. Her all-star race is over. There's the pace car. That's going to be the... Oh, boy. Oh, that was close.
Nice. That's why Jess is down.
So...
Yeah, those guys are going to take the lead back. Oh, Keidemann.
Oh, boy. Okay, so is the 41 going to beat the pace car out?
Oh, that's a good question. I didn't think about that. If they beat the pace car out, they're good.
If they beat the pace car out, they can at least continue.
They're going to get the lead.
I think they're going to beat the pace. Oh, Braddock. Braddock's not going to beat the pace car.
Braddock's pit crew is blind. Braddock's pit crew is Helen Keller.
So the rest of the field ends up pitting. 2 tires stop up and down the pit lane for most of these drivers. And Alexander Rowe is going to be first off pit lane of the drivers pitting under the caution.
Now, where do these guys fall in line? That's the good question.
And it looks like these are going to be your top 4. We'll go back and show you what happened to bring out the caution, and then we'll sort this mess out coming back to the green flag.
Well,
Taking a look at what happened going into turn number 3. Last year's All-Star Race winner is going to hook the past champion. Sam Young also hooked Braddock behind this.
Well, you know what? You got to think
And then
about
they're
the
just
good thing
spinning
here.
down the track.
If you try to if you make to the end of the segment with a damaged car, they're gonna have time to repair it. So, Jesse Turner, you hate to see it.
Turner, Dylan Young, Isaac Flickinger, Gene Sanford, Steve Pollard might have gotten a bit of that as well.
How would you tune into my car parking lot in turn 3 at Charlotte?
LeDuc, James, Will Lewis, and MoMA, though, do get around that.
Before we go back to green, who was in the grass? Seth Cole and the 50 were in the dirt. Oh, right there.
19 and the 5.
Well, yeah, they were in the dirt in turn 3, too. If you go back more, you can see. I think they got together in the back. Yeah, right here.
Well, they're also trying to avoid this.
Yeah, I think, did Seth get hit? I don't...
Well,
maybe
he
a
and
little.
Tang also cut to the grass to avoid it.
So great pit strategy by these guys who pit it right now. That's going to get them the race lead. It's going to be interesting. 6 laps to say at least.
So with that, let's take you back to the restart and sort this mess out on who is still in this race. Ready to get rolling for the restart here, which will come with 5 laps to go in the stage. Remember, you have to be on the lead lap to continue on. And the problem is Fitzwater and Braddock are not on the lead lap here. So it looks like their All-Star race is going to come to a close in just a few laps. Also, their All-Star race over. Mark George, Isaac Flickinger, Gene Sanford all took their cars behind the wall.
Mark George did not have nice words for Henry Williams over the radio.
JT Bryant cycled around to the race lead through all this. I don't even know where he was running before the pit stops. Cole Deaver is second. Henry Sanford third. Amy Shelley fourth. Alexander Rose fifth. Max Anderson, Stephen Paul the third. Mary Shelley, Ethan Keiderman, Chris Louvier, Seth Cole, Jessica Shelton, Jackie Tang, Sky Commons, Zach Rogers, Dylan Young, Henry Williams, Sam Young, Raphael LeDuc, Steve Pollard, Jack James, Brett MoMA, Will Lewis, and Jesse Turner are the lead lap cars right now.
Well, the 84 got a lot of front end damage in that wreck, so it's going to slow the pack there.
Well, and a lot of this is going to be how many people are trying to just make it to the end of this stage.
Yeah, they're getting at the T car right now.
Well, I mean, it's just a matter of repairing what they've got. As the green flag is back out, 4-lap shootout here from Lowesmore Speedway in segment 1 of the All-Star race.
Yeah, the second winner's got like a pad in the back or something.
As Amy Shelley breaks a little bit of a gap there on Alexander Rowe in 5th.
My money's on the 78 to win this stage.
As Sanford makes a move on Cole Deaver, this is for 2nd.
Oh boy, yep, there they go. Deaver did not have enough talent to hold it there. Here comes Amy.
And that might open the door for the 78 down the front straightaway.
I can't believe the 84 is hanging with the pack, how hard he hit the back. Who was the 66 car.
And Shelley's there.
Yep, the 78's winning the segment. Called it. Look at the run the 78 gets on the back stretch. Amy is so talented on that bottom side of the track.
Got Alexander Rowe helping behind as trying to make the move through 3 and 4. Going to clear the 7. Setting her sights now on the 42 at JT Bryant, and she might have that move done before turn 1.
I called it.
Actually, not going to have it done before turn 1. She's making the move into turn 1. They're going to be 3 wide for 2nd behind her as they come off turn 2, though. Nope, never mind.
Well, JT's slow. He's holding up the pack. He doesn't have the experience to be up here with the front of these guys here.
As Henry Sanford going to clear for 3rd through 3 and 4. Does JT Bryant have anything for the 78 here on the final lap?
No.
Henry Sanford's peaking. That might be all she wrote there for the stage.
How about the 84 car coming up to the pit here? 08 flying.
Henry Sanford gets 2nd away down the back straightaway for the final time in segment 1.
Ken Henry, Robbie Gore with $2 million. That's great for him and the All-Owners champion last year.
Well, we're still going to have a few more stages to go. Through turn 4, not going to get there, not worth wrecking a car. Amy Shelley wins segment 1.
Good job to Amy. And we're only going to have 24 cars left for the second.
Yeah. So with that, that will do it for stage 1. We'll bring you right back for segment 2. Remember, a double file restart for the beginning of each segment. Ready to go here from with segment 2 as Amy Shelley gets to lead them down this time because she won segment 1. She'll start alongside our all-star race pole sitter, Henry Sanford, though.
Yep, sprint here. No pit stops, no wrecks. Here we go.
Yeah, basically sprint race the rest of the way. 15 laps in each segment for the next 2 segments, and then a caution-free 10 laps as we're ready to go here again. We're green flag in segment 2.
Yep, it's going to get interesting. Everybody's going to start getting a little more desperate. We've got 24 cars left and 24 best cars in the field.
As battle quickly is for third as Sanford clears the 42 down in turn number 1. Going and taking the fight to the 78 though in segment 2. The adjustments they made under that break, very keen on getting to that 78 there for the 7.
78 can hold that outside Jesus right there as he's going to get way up the hill. Whoa, God.
Alexander Rowe trying to go to that outside line. It's going to open the door for the 84 to go for 4th. Meanwhile, Henry Sanford clears for the race lead as they go into turn 1.
JT Bryant, I'm mistaken. JT Bryant having the experience trying to get back up here.
Into second now, looking possibly for that race lead.
Yep, 84 hit the brakes.
Yeah, that was Pollard giving a little bit of a break there to Amy Shelley as Shelley drives it through 3 and 4 and gets back into third.
JT.
And a battle for the top spot. Here comes that 42 Big Red Dodge for Chip Ganassi Racing back out in front at Lowe's Motor Speedway.
Well, last season, Tristan won the 500 and the 600, so can the pattern repeat, but just 1 week before?
As Sanford now into second, going to have to try to set his sights back on that 42, but meanwhile has to play defense first from the 78 as it's a battle for 5th behind. Here comes Amy Shelley now looking for second once again.
I see Zach Rogers entering the picture back. Whoa, God!
Stephen Pollard third way up the track's going to open the door for Louvier in the 43 to try and take 4th spot away. Zach Rogers in that Stanley Tools Dodge, taking the fight to the 08 now.
Oh boy, everybody watching.
As Shelton looks on, as well as Steve Pollard. Jack James, one of the drivers to transfer in from the Showdown, making his way up towards the front now.
Yeah, Steve Pollard finally entering the picture right here. Here comes Jack James, one of the guys in the highest one so far.
Now 3 wide, at least a little bit there. It was the staggered 3 wide with the 41 and the 21.
How about Jesse Turner? His whole rear end was destroyed. They fixed the part of their brake, and now here they come battling up here.
Oh, LeDuc got the wall, the 45.
Wow, that's some flat Coca-Cola right there.
Jackie Tang going to grab a spot as well as Ethan Kiterman. Looks like Sam Young going to be able to move by him as well. Will Lewis not running as well tonight as we probably would have thought. Meanwhile, it's a 1 car length advantage there for the 42. And the 7 and the 84 have kicked the 78 up to the high side.
I might have one idea why the 99 is not running good, but we'll talk about that later as the 82 car is battling the 19 right here on the front stretch.
Stephen Pollard third, now going inside for second on the 7.
Where the heck did the Steve Pollard come from?
As Jessica Shelton now passes the 78. That is for the 6th position there. Shelton now going to try and make out one better, go for 5th.
Amy Shelley struggling on this side.
And struggling on that outside line, apparently.
How about Jack James? Here he comes.
That 28 K&N Ford hasn't won yet as a points race. What would that mean if he could actually win the the All-Star race, though?
Hell, not even a points race. He hasn't even got a top 10 this year.
Well, he's gotten at least a top 10 in his career, though.
Yeah,
I'm talking about he hasn't won anything in his career yet.
Yeah, he got injured last year at Texas. He got plowed pretty bad.
It was at Indy that he got injured.
Oh, that's right. He hit the pit wall and hit the retainer.
The attenuator, yeah. As Henry Sanford falls to 3rd, now going to lose another spot. Zach Rogers nearly up in the fence.
That's not just going the high side. That's a 4-wheel drift power slide. And here comes Steve. Steve is flying in this segment. Where the hell did he come from?
82 Red Bull Toyota going for 2nd spot now on the 84. JT Bryant loving what he's seeing in his rearview mirror.
I'm telling you, Red Bull's giving Steve Paul wings right now.
Jack James also taking the fight to the 7, possibly. Battling with the 41 through 1 and 2. Now Sanford goes back inside of the 7, or sorry, of the 21. And now trying to make that 2 for 1 as well, going for 3rd on the 84.
Man, if Robert would have been able to win last week, we would have had all 3 up here.
Well, probably not, because let's be honest, Robert Pollard probably would have been towards the back. As Steve Pollard has caught the 42.
He started behind the top 10. Here he goes.
And he's going to grab that spot away from the 42. Here comes Henry Sanford following through for 2nd. Jack James is up into 4th now. Dylan Young to 5th.
What a comeback for them. And Steve Pollard's like 58th in points. He really needs to win a row.
And Anderson.
Yeah, Anderson. Oh, 3 wide almost.
I'll have to call that person back. I don't get why someone's calling me at 10 o'clock at night.
Who's calling you at 10 o'clock at night?
College friend. As Henry Sanford, Jack James now into 2nd and 3rd. Anderson to 4th.
JT up the hill right here. Seth Cole, who got the fan vote, for God's sake. I mean, it would be pretty ironic if Seth won this year, because Casey did win in 2008 race from the fan vote.
Yeah, 1 year earlier when it happened in real life. As Jack James trying to do what Mary Shelley did in season 1, which is win the All-Star race after transferring from the Showdown.
It's not 1 year early. It happened in 2008. We're in the 2008 season.
Oh, I thought it was 2009 that happened.
No, 2009 was the race where Newman and Gordon and somebody else crashed.
As Anderson trying to also prevent that from happening, basically, as he sends Seth Cole up to the high side. JT Bryant follows now, opens that door.
09 was Stuart Haas's first win. And look at this pack race, and everybody knows the end of the race is coming.
Well, right now, they're 2 laps. They're coming to the white flag of this segment. Trying to position yourself for segment 3 right now. Steve Pollard with a humongous gap right now as the battle is for 2nd.
Steve Pollard, like I mentioned at the beginning, him, Steven, and Amy are going to be trying to catch Charles Jackson, or maybe get to the first round and get the 10 wins in the series.
As right now, Anderson, JT down the back straightaway. Does JT make a move? Yes, he does. I would imagine he would have wanted to be 3rd, though. Thinks better of it. Coming off turn number 4, Steve Pollard's going to win segment 2, and it's going to be JT Bryant who starts in 3rd.
JT hit the brakes. Like, that's funny.
Yeah, he realized he realized that he didn't want that.
So we're going to have all 24 cars transfer out. 15 and 10 left to go.
Yep, so 25 laps left in the All-Star race, split among 2 segments. We'll be back for segment 3 right after this. Field is rolling through turns 3 and 4 for the start of segment 3, or getting ready for the start of segment 3. Steve Pollard, last segment, drove from 17th to 1st to get the All-Star race win. Starting in that magical 17th spot is Brett Moma in this one, so we'll see if that happens. As pace car is pulling off, field under control of the Red Bull Toyota for the start of segment 3, and we are green.
Yep, could Steve Pollard keep the momentum up, or is he going to drop back? We'll see what happens.
As he's got a few drivers behind him. It's interesting start there for Rowe.
Rowe pulling the Kyle Sanowski.
As JT Bryant now into 2nd. Here comes Zach Rogers out of 5th starting spot.
The hell did he come from?
5th.
Yeah, I know. He's out of a cannon right there.
Jack James gonna follow through there, drafting with the 19 as they come down the front straightaway.
Yep, Jack James, he's been quietly moving his way up to the front here.
So far tonight, yeah. Started out back because he transferred in through the Showdown. What was it? It was like 27th or so for him to start.
Yep, here comes Rogers.
Zach Rogers from 5th starting spot in this segment, trying to go for the race lead on the 82.
Yep, that's a great move. Oh, Steve Pollard, JT in the fence.
JT kept it out of the wall. Here comes Henry Sanford now making a move inside of the 28.
Yep, as 84 is going to cut Mary off there.
And gets back to the inside line while in 5th. gonna try and take fourth away from the 28. Now take third away maybe from the 82. As here comes Henry Sanford. Zach Rogers cuts him off going into 3.
Is it a bird? Is it a plane? No, I hear the 96 car coming on the bottom side of the track.
There is that 96. Going to be scored in 7th as they cross the line there, the DLP Toyota.
I would advise everybody for the final 10 laps to hit the brakes and go.
Well, I mean, that may or may not work.
Yeah, 10 laps is going to be a lot harder to do that. Anyways, here they go.
Mary Shelley now up into 4th. This is not what the field wants to see. As Steve Pollard up near the wall. I think he got it off turn 4.
That's not what I want to see.
As the 84 now makes a move for 2nd.
I'm pretty sure the last segment is caution-free anyways, like the opening.
Yes. As LeDuc now makes the move on his teammate. That's the 45 and the 43. Not often we've seen them battling on track.
Yeah, here comes LeDuc. The Petty, like I said, the Petty Enterprises car. Then he usually don't make the race at the same time.
As Mary Shelley kicked up to the outside
Whoa,
line. Steve Pollard might have gotten it again.
God, he needs to get another set of match tires.
As the 78 Amy Shelley now gets by him, gonna open the door for the 15.
How about Alexander Rowe from the last spot?
Meanwhile, it's the battle for 4th between the 96 and the 33.
Henry Sanford, he's been up here all race. He hasn't even dropped back at all.
And currently it runs in 2nd, gonna have to fight it off again from the 84. Deaver gonna grab 4th away as LeDuc also grabs 6th away from his teammate. Move the 84 up into 2nd. Now here comes Deaver.
Whoever's been safe. How about LeDuc here in the 45 car? Here he comes.
And Sanford gonna get the spot clear off turn 4.
Yeah, LeDuc flattened his Coca-Cola, but they fixed it out, and now it's good Coca-Cola as they're coming up here.
Made it from Coca-Cola into Coke Vanilla. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
As up in the 5th, or sorry, no, yeah, up into 5th now as Sky Commons follows through.
We need to get some Coke Zero up in here.
As Sanford makes the move for 2nd on the 84 off turn number 4.
Oh, God.
Zach Rogers loving what he's seeing right now. 8 laps complete.
The most ironic battle back here, Sky Commons and Mary Shelley, the comical battle as the 38 clears the 08 back there.
And pulls away from the 08 as well. Sanford now clears down the back straightaway. Deaver makes a peek inside for 2nd. Pollard still fighting on that outside line.
The 33 was arguably one of the best cars. They won 4 races last year. Oh, actually 3, a correction, sorry. So there he comes up here. Good car right here, just struggling this year.
And Deaver gonna make that move for 2nd on the 7 as they go through turns 3, or through 1 and 2, I'm sorry. Here comes LeDuc looking for 3rd.
Yeah, LeDuc's another guy who could use the winner though. He missed the last race in Martinsville.
How many times has the All-Star race? I don't think it's been often. I can only think of Mary Shelley as the only All-Star race winner to have not won a race before winning the All-Star race.
Daniel Day.
No, Daniel Day even won in season 1.
Did he win season 3?
Well, no, but he won the season 2 and season 3 All-Star race. But I'm saying to win the All-Star race before winning a Coke Vanilla Cup Series points race.
Oh, that's a good thing. No, Mary didn't win till
So Mary did in season 1. I can't think of anyone else that's won the All-Star race that won the All-Star race before they won a points race.
When did Alex Hawkins win his first race?
He won a race to get into the All-Star race.
Yeah, I think you're right, Charles.
And I don't think Deaver's won a race, and I don't think LeDuc's won one.
Nope.
Well, LeDuc definitely has. I don't think Deaver's won one.
So as we go to the lovely...
Oh, Rogers in the wall.
Yeah, that's not what he wants. So we're coming to the end of the stage as I pull up that stat real quick.
Which basically, that means someone winning from the Showdown would basically mean that. I think Mary Shelley is the only one to ever win from the Showdown.
So the Duke's best finish is 7th at Road America, and who's the
Deaver, our race leader right now.
Deaver actually won in Pick Streak last season.
Oh, duh. Never mind.
His best finish this season has been 19th, so it is a major upset. And how about Will Lewis? Wasn't even in this scheduled to run this week 2 weeks ago, and here he comes.
Will Lewis now up in the 4th, looking for 3rd. Yeah, so basically, okay, so the people that would be looking to do it is the 45 and the 28 and the 50.
It's
As
late at night.
LeDuc
Give
in the
us
wall
back.
off turn 4.
And Will Lewis and Paula and Cole Deaver, he won at Pigs Creek again, and the only thing he really did the DIA car last year.
Yeah. So, my bad on that. As white flag is out for segment 3. Trying to position yourself in the right spot for the 10-lap shootout. No cautions next on the next stage. To be fair, we've only had the 1 caution, and it was back in segment 1. Off turn number 4, it's going to be Cole Deaver who wins segment 3. We've gone 3 for 3 tonight. Will Lewis is going to start 3rd.
Yep, and the intensify is going to ramp up. They're going to be more aggressive, or I hope so, in the next segment. We'll see what happens.
To be fair, we just put down both Shellys onto the outside. Let's see what happens in segment 4. We'll take a break, and we'll be right back to the action here. A 10-lap shootout upcoming with no cautions at Roseburg Speedway. Rolling through 3 and 4 for the final restart here in the All-Star race. A 10-lap green flag shootout upcoming. Cole Deaver going to lead us down with Stephen Paul III alongside. It's Will Lewis, Amy Shelley, row 2. Louvier, Mary Shelley, row 3. Jack James, Raphael LeDuc, fresh out of the Showdown in row 4. Sam Young, Zach Rogers, row 5, and we are green.
Yeah, definitely showing what you got.
84 actually is going to end up beating the 33 to the line.
Oh, what are we going to have? Gabe Williams 2.0 here?
But he is going to get the spot back through 1 and 2.
Yeah, you're obviously not going to hold down on the high side right there.
As Lewis now going to try and get second away. Deaver clears for the lead down the back straightaway.
Oh, look at them getting a little bit. The aggression's going to kick up. This is for $1 million here.
And plus, you don't really need to save these cars anymore. You saved them to get to this point. Basically, at this point now, it's checkers and wreckers. Most of these drivers, this is probably their 600 backup car, not the primary.
How about Chris Louvier? He's done nothing this season. Here he comes.
Looking for second on Will Lewis. Down into 3. Lewis shuts the door.
Yes, the 43
3 wide behind him with LeDuc on the outside line.
We haven't seen much 3 wide this race so far.
They get it back to 2. Jack James clears for 4th. Now going to make the move for 3rd on the 20 and the 28 going on the 43.
Oh, the 28 and 34 do not have a winner's row chance. Will definitely be great for them, like we mentioned.
Well, 33 doesn't even have a win this season either.
Well, 33
neither does the 99, actually. No one in this top 6 has a win so far this season.
Yeah, that's the most impressive part right here. Will Lewis, he doesn't even have a ride for the rest of the year, for God's sake.
Yeah, Will Hoyt's actually going to be back for the 600 as far as I know. I will be double checking on that.
Sign him to the 05 car.
As they're down the back straightaway, so far no one's been able to make a move on Cole Deaver.
Yeah, Cole Deaver's doing the Pied Piper right here, but I think they're going to have a shot. Talk about getting good TV time right here. Will Lewis is trying.
Lewis taking a peek off turn number 4, down the front straightaway. Sam Young makes the move for 3rd.
Will Lewis is like, if I got to sit on my couch the rest of the day, I might as well deal with my $1 million check.
Well, he hasn't made the move yet, so he's still looking. Amy Shelley's gone clear. She's in 6th.
And everybody kind of knows the tail. Nobody, it's getting harder to pass, but I mean, everybody's blocking, so I understand why.
Jack James uses that outside line to his advantage on Alexander Rowe, or at least tries to. Here comes Sam Young making the move for 2nd as they got the halfway mark of this segment.
Yeah, Sam Young going to talk about how front row racing definitely could use $1 million.
So 34 now to 2nd. Making the move for the race lead down the back straightaway. Here comes Sam Young.
What a power move. Holy crap, that's a power move. Oh,
couldn't quite make it stick. Deaver shuts the door.
As here they come. They're going to wreck back there. They're going insane back there.
Here comes Sam Young again. JT Bryant makes the move for 5th. This time I think 34 is going to make it stick. Here comes Rowe for 3rd.
Who would have said last year Alexander Rowe had a shot at All-Star race? Here he comes.
Sam Young clear down the back straightaway. The ballast for 2nd.
Can Alexander Rowe do it? We've seen a revolving door of drivers the last 3 seasons for the 15. Rowe trying to make his staple in the 15 car.
Deaver trying to use that outside line to his advantage. 4 laps to go for Sam Young. He's building a gap. It's 0.3 seconds they got for second.
Sam Young in the Taco Bell front row car. This team didn't even run. This is their first full-time season, isn't it?
Yes, it is. As Alexander Rowe continues to battle for second, here comes Mary Shelley in the 08.
The last time we seen the 34 in the All-Star, he was flying through the air in turn 4 at the beginning of the race. And now they're leading with about 2 laps to go.
JT Bryant got the wall off turn 4. 2 laps
Cole.
to go for Sam Young.
Mary Shelley coming now. Can Mary get there?
Oh, Wade's going to clear the 15 off
3
turn
wide.
2.
Mary's going to have to get a
Here
hell of a
comes
run.
Henry Sanford, and here comes Seth Cole in the 5.
Seth Cole really trying to pull a Casey King here. 5 cars. Mary's going to have a shot at it. She's pretty close.
Off turn number 4. White flag is out. 1 lap to go for Sam Young. Can he hang on to it?
Oh, Sam Young is like 50th in points or something. This is great for Sam.
Off turn number 2. He's going to have 1 shot to he's going to have to just defend this one final time. Here comes Mary Shelley in the 08. Henry Sanford makes the move. That's going to be all she wrote. Through 3 and 4. Off turn 4. Sam Young is going to get the first win for front row, and it comes in the All-Star race.
We're 1 year late because Stuart Hoff won the first time for the team last year. How about Taco Bell? The first race for Taco Bell in the car, for God's sake.
Sam Young is your All-Star race winner for 2008 in Season 6. Our 5th different All-Star race winner in 6 attempts.
To tell you how Sam Young's season's going, his best finish is 14th this year.
And now he doesn't even have to worry about winning another race. He's in the All-Star race forever now.
And he's got a shot at the winner's rope because they have missed about 4 races. He actually missed Martinsville. Sam Young off of D&Q wins the All-Star race.
Isn't that exactly what happened last season with the 70?
The 77.
No, 2 years ago with the 70 then.
Yeah, the 70 did. The 77 missed the following week. And then this year, they have a chance to miss it again next week.
So Sam Young, congrats to him. That's all that mattered today is the win. Steven, your final thoughts on this one?
No wrecks, hard to pass in the last segment, which is realistic because everybody's blocking like crap, being hard to pass. Sam Young does it with the best finish to 4th. That's going to help them out so much. The 37 was pretty underfunded this year, so those at operation definitely could use that. Henry Sanford with a great run. Some other notable. Amy Shelley just couldn't get up there until the end. The car got tight. Will Lewis's last career start this season unless somebody gets hurt again. Kyderman, definitely good momentum, and Anderson, Turner, and MoMA are probably going to miss more races now. That's all I got. Next weekend is 100 laps at Coca-Cola, 100 laps at Lowe's.
Yeah, you did the same thing I was doing. So Sam Young is an All-Star race winner now, $1 million. He gets oh wow, I just realized what this means.
Do we get free tacos?
I just realized what this means because Dylan was actually going to have Sam go down to Hooters next season.
Well, that's not happening next year because Sam's in the All-Star race and we're getting free tacos from Taco Bell.
You know what it is? I think Sam Young needs to stay in this series. Dylan Young gets to move down, right?
Dylan. Wait. Does this mean we get 1 million tacos?
I don't know. Taco Bell, let us know.
Well, you're gonna be in the bathroom for about an hour if you do.
I mean, their tacos aren't that bad. I don't think you end up going to the bathroom too much for the tacos. Either way, congrats to Sam Young, the All-Star race winner. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed that one. It's probably like a 2-hour or something video because we've got 125 total laps in this.
Yeah, I know.
Actually, probably an hour and a half. Let's be honest. I'd like to thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed, and subscribe if you haven't today for more gaming and racing related content. I'm Gordon Fan291 for Stephen Paul III. You've been watching a production of the NRSL. We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys. Bring Rob Young to the Cup Series.